We are a few months away from the launch of Ghost of Yotei, the spiritual sequel to a game that we're celebrating today. Ghost of Tsushima officially came out 5 years ago, July 17th, 2020. By the way, Sucker Punch is also celebrating the 5th anniversary. They have some unique avatar codes on PlayStation. So I will leave that link below in the description section for you to go check out. And they have codes for all regions of the world: North America, Europe, Japan, etc. Feel free and use the code to receive those 3 new PlayStation avatars to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Ghost of Tsushima. And Ghost of Tsushima is definitely worth celebrating its 5th anniversary. It launched on the PS4 back on July 17th, 2020. Then there would be an upgraded Director's Edition of Ghost of Tsushima for the PS5, which would include the Iki Island expansion on August 20th, 2021. And then it would be available on PC and Windows on May 16th, 2024. As I already mentioned, Ghost of Tsushima did get an expansion, the Iki Island DLC. There was also a multiplayer mode that several of us enjoyed called Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Hopefully, we'll get a Ghost of Yotei Legends as well. In fact, Riley and I did a video about that. Link below in the description section. Feel free and check out our ideas regarding what we'd like to see in Ghost of Yotei Legends. Ghost of Tsushima, just like Ghost of Yotei, is made by Sucker Punch, best known for the Sly Cooper trilogy as well as the infamous franchise. The setting is the island of Tsushima in 1274 during the feudal Japan era and the first Mongol invasion of Japan, which was an historical event that the game is based on. The Mongols came from Korea to Tsushima, then Iki Island, and then they attempted to invade the mainland of Japan itself, but failed miserably. The protagonist is Jin Sakai, a samurai, last surviving member of Clan Sakai, nephew to Lord Shimura, the Jito of Tsushima. Basically, he's the governor of the island of Tsushima. Without giving away too many spoilers, in case you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet, the game starts with the Mongols invading Tsushima. Most of the samurai and ronin are killed in the opening battle. Lord Shimura is captured and Jin is left for dead. After being saved by a thief named Yuna, Jin goes on a rescue quest to free her brother along with Lord Shimura and liberate Tsushima from the Mongols by any means necessary. One of the many things I enjoy about Ghost of Tsushima is the combat. It's so good. And you start off as a honorable samurai, but then throughout the game you start developing ghost abilities like stealth, ninja, shinobi. It's fun to have different tactics that you can employ against the Mongols, either straight up as a samurai or you can just be all stealthy as the ghost. There's several fighting stances that Jin can master with his katana, along with other abilities, the use of bows for ranged attacks, along with the ghost weapons. You also have the ability to travel around the island of Tsushima and Iki Island by foot or with your trusty horse. Plus, there's plenty of cosmetics for Jin to find in the world of Tsushima, purchase, unlock throughout the story, including headbands, masks, helmets, armor, and more. From start to finish, Ghost of Tsushima has an amazing story. Set in the beautiful yet war-torn island of Tsushima, while you experience the story from Jin's point of view, from the opening battle, where he's an honorable samurai, and the journey he takes from start to finish throughout the events of Ghost of Tsushima. It's a great game. And Jin comes across a lot of interesting characters. A lot of them become really trusted allies of Jin's in his fight against the Mongols. And there definitely are a few worthy enemies that he goes up against as well. Some other things that I really enjoy about this game is the soundtrack. It's absolutely beautiful. The audio's phenomenal. The game has one of the best photo modes to go with this beautiful world of Tsushima, so you can just stop for a moment and just take some really cool photo images and save them and use them for thumbnails, or just share them with friends, or just add them to your ever-growing collection. There's a variety of modes for you to choose from when playing Ghost of Tsushima. The English mode with the English actors, or you can go with the Japanese voice actors with subtitles. And to Sucker Punch's credit, they did sync the lips of the characters to where it doesn't matter if you switch between English or Japanese. You also have the ability to play Ghost of Tsushima in honor of the legendary Japanese director Kurosawa, best known for his black and white samurai films. With Corsair mode, you basically can play the game in a stylized black and white filter for immersive cinematic experience. But this game is just too beautiful to play in black and white. But I like the fact that you have the option to play the game whichever way you wish, whether in English, Japanese, normal, or Kurosawa mode. As of today, over 13 million copies of Ghost of Tsushima has been sold worldwide, from PS4, PS5 to PC, and is very popular in Japan, despite Sucker Punch being an American studio. And the reason why Ghost of Tsushima is so beloved worldwide, including in Japan, is because Sucker Punch put forth the time, effort, research, care, attention to detail when it comes to giving players an authentic feudal Japan-era samurai experience, which ultimately led to a few awards that Ghost of Tsushima won. Back in 2020 at the Game Awards, Ghost of Tsushima won Player's Voice as well as Best Art Direction. Ghost of Tsushima was also nominated for Game of the Year, but unfortunately lost to Last of Us Part 2. That win was seen as a little controversial by a lot of players. Ghost of Tsushima would also win the 2021 BAFTA Games Award for Audio Achievement. But 5 years later, Ghost of Tsushima is still an amazing game. Whether you're playing it for the first time before Ghost of Yotei comes out in October, or for returning players that like to occasionally come back to Tsushima, like myself included. But if you are new to Ghost of Tsushima and you've pre-ordered and planning on playing Ghost of Yotei, what are you doing? You have plenty of time between now and October 2nd to pick up Ghost of Tsushima and play it before the launch of Ghost of Yotei, which I would highly recommend. And once again, do not forget about those 3 new PlayStation avatars that you can pick up to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Ghost of Tsushima, which was absolutely my game of the year back in 2020. Your thoughts, views, and opinions, welcome, as always, below in the comments section.